Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Venkat and in this tutorial I will explain about Angular interview question and answers. So if you follow this series, you will be familiar with Angular and you can develop Angular applications on it. So let's jump into the series. What is an Angular? An Angular is an open source front-end framework developed by Google and it is primarily used for building single page applications. Next, what is a single page application? A single page application is a web application that loads a single HTML file which is index.html in Angular, and whenever user performs some action on website, then data will be dynamically loaded without refreshing a page. So here I will show one example. So let's go to Google. So this is Gmail page, okay. So when we click on promotions tab, data is getting loaded, but entire Gmail application is not getting refreshed. Okay, so when we go to primary tab, data is getting loaded, but entire Gmail application is not getting refreshed. So this is nothing but a single page application. Next, so what are some key features of Angular? So below are some key features of Angular. We have modules. Angular modules are used to group components, directives, pipes and services for running Angular application. So I will show Angular module in VS Code. So first we have to go to source app folder. So inside this we will be having a app.module.ts file. So this is an Angular module. So it contains declaration section. So here we register components, pipes and directives. And here we have provider section. Here we register services. So all the coding functionality are encapsulated inside this Angular module. Next, components. Angular applications are built based on components. When we execute this ng generate component command, so 4 files will be created that are related to Angular component. So I will show one example. So first we have to go to terminal, click on new terminal. Then we have to be in Angular project, okay. First we have to go to Angular project. Then we have to execute ng generate component command, okay. So here inside app folder, users detail folder will be created. Under this 4 files will be generated. See here. So first one is component.html. So we use this file to define structure and layout for Angular application. So end users will interact with Angular application using this HTML. Next we have SCSS. So we use this file to define styles for Angular component. Next we have spec.ts file. So we use this file for writing unit test cases for Angular application. And next we have component.ts file. So this is a class file to handle business logic. So these are the 4 files which are automatically generated when we execute this ng generate component command. So this is all about component. Next, data binding. Angular provides a data binding which enables the synchronization of data between component and a view. So we have a concept of two-way data binding that enables the feature of synchronization between component and a view. Next, we have services. Services are used for implementing business logic and to share the data to all the components across the Angular application. So these are some key features of Angular. Next, what are prerequisites required for building Angular application? So we have to perform 4 steps. First, we have to install Node.js and npm. So as Angular is dependent on Node.js, so we have to install Node.js. If we install Node.js, npm will be automatically installed. So for installing Node.js, so we have to go to browser. So this is the link, okay. So we have to click on LTS button. So one file, MSI file will be downloaded. So we have to install this MSI file. So once after installing this MSI file, then Node.js will be automatically installed on our machine. So if you want to make sure that Node.js is installed or not, we have to execute one command in command prompt. I will show you. So here we have to execute one command, node version. So it will display a node version, okay. So if it is displayed, then we can say that node is successfully installed on our machine. And second step, we have to install IDE. IDE is nothing but an integrated development environment for writing Angular code. So for this we use Visual Studio Code. So this is Visual Studio Code, using which we implement Angular application. Okay, so we have to download VS Code from the browser. I will show you. So this is the link for VS Code. Okay, So we can download VS Code for Windows machine. We can download it for Linux machine, and we can download it for Mac OS machine. Okay. So this is the second step. And third step, we have to install Angular CLI. It is a tool for creating, building, and developing Angular applications. Okay. So we have to execute this command in command prompt. I will show you. I for install, G for global, Angular slash. So after executing this command, Angular CLI will be successfully installed on our machine globally. Okay. So after installing this command, after installing this Angular CLI, we have to execute ng version command. So it will display Angular CLI version. See, Angular CLI version, node version, and npm. Okay. And last step, we have to download browser, either Chrome, Firefox, or Edge for accessing Angular application. Okay. So these are the four steps that we have to follow for building Angular application. Next. So what are the few commands to run Angular application? First, we have to install Angular CLI using this command in command prompt. And next, we have to create one new Angular project in VS Code. So we have to go to terminal, click on new terminal, and we have to execute one command, ng new Angular app. What? Okay. So when we execute this command, this project, Angular application one project will be created, and we have to select the format of style sheet. See here, Angular application is getting created. Okay, so it will take 2 minutes. So as of now, it is installing packages. Okay, so here we will be having one folder with name node underscore modules folder. So inside this folder, all the packages will be installed. Okay, so if you see previous application, so here we have node underscore modules folder. So here it contains list of packages. Okay, in the same way, it is creating node underscore modules folder and installing packages inside that folder. So it will take 2 to 3 minutes. So after application is created, then we have to execute ngserve command for accessing Angular applications on the browser. See here node underscore modules folder is created and all the packages are getting installed. Okay. These packages are required for building Angular application. Yeah, Angular project is created. So now we have to access this Angular project in browser. Okay, so we have to execute one command. So first we have to be in that project. Okay. Okay. Next we have to execute ngserve command. So it will compile Angular application. After that, it will assign one URL to us. Okay, that is localhost 4200. So if port number is already in use, we can use a different port number. Okay. See, now we can access Angular application using this link. Okay. So this is nothing but an Angular application. Okay. Next, what happens when we execute ngserve command? So when we execute ngserve command, several things may happen. First, compilation. As Angular application is written using TypeScript code, so browser cannot understand the TypeScript. So Angular CLI is the one which will convert the TypeScript code into a JavaScript that can be understood by the browser. Next, bundle generation. Angular CLI uses a bundler called Webpack to bundle JavaScript, CSS, and other assets like images and fonts into a JavaScript file that can be understood by the browser. So the main purpose of bundle generation is to improve the application performance by reducing the file size and minimizing the number of requests to server. Then third step, development server. Angular CLI starts a development server that hosts Angular application locally. This server support live reloading. So there is a concept of file watcher which watches the changes in Angular code and it automatically refreshes the application in the browser if there are any modifications found in Angular application. Okay, I will show one example. First, I will change the content. Okay, so here I will go to app.component.html file. Okay, here I will delete this and I will add one h1 tag. Okay, so after saving, so I will go to browser. It will be automatically refreshed. Okay, so this is done by file watcher. Next and final step, local development server. So once the development server is up and running, so we can access Angular application using this URL. Okay, so this is all about ngserve command.